It's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again. For the banner of PHG flies our friend. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we roll the steeple. Great racers, better people. Better people. Oh, baby. Better people. The engine's roaring life in the fast lane. PHG, we've been named, tearing up the game. Thunder on the track, speed never go lack. Pushing limits, breaking barriers, ain't looking back. Tires screaming as we take that turn. Fuel and fire in our hearts we burn. Opponents in the mirror, they can't keep up. Keep the throttle down, never wanna let up. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we roll the steeple. Great racers, better people. Team strong, bonds like no other. Brothers, sisters, ain't no undercover. Victory sweet, but honor even sweeter. Every race together makes the fight deeper. Crowds chant as the lights go green. Adrenaline rush, it's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again. For the banner of PHG flies our friend. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we roll the steeple. Great racers, better people. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better people. Good racers, better people. Good racers, better people. Great racers, better people. Crowds chant as the lights go green. Adrenaline rush, it's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again. For the banner of PHG flies our friend. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we roll the steeple. Great racers, better
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the GT PHG WS. We are here for round 8 of season 2. I am T Case, and I am joined with in the booth by Oak and Miss Jewel. Oak, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good today. TKs, how are you?
Oh, I am doing fantastic. Happy it's Friday.
Oh
What a
yeah.
better way to spend a Friday than a little Gran Turismo series racing? Mr. Casual, how are you this evening?
Doing pretty good. Try not to die of heat exhaustion since
Whew,
for the next week it's supposed to be like high 90s, borderline 100.
lovely.
Yeah.
Just so happy for you on that one. I too am experiencing such things, and it's not great. It's not great.
Yeah.
But we are back again. It is Friday night. We have 2 splits for you tonight. We have our top split and our third split. If for those of you who don't know, this is a manufacturer series, and it is the splits are determined during the week in qualifying. So everybody using their manufacturer qualifies during the week, and that sets their splits, and that puts them into the top split, which is what we're going to get kicked off with. If y'all are interested in the league, please note that there is a link pinned in the chat. It'll take you directly to the Papa's House of Game website where you can find out more about the league and sign up for the league. It's not too late to sign up. Please get in there and join us because it's a good time. Oak, you had said you did qualify, but you're not going to be able to participate tonight or this weekend. Is that correct?
Yes, that is true. Unfortunately, I will not race.
That is unfortunate. But Mr. Casual, you're racing this weekend, right?
Yes, I'm continuing my streak of racing every split so far. My debut at Spa, I think, was split 4. And then not last week, the other week I was in split 3, and this week I qualified for split 2. So
Oh,
yeah, so
very
at
nice.
some point I'm bound to make it into a top split. It's just a matter of when, not if.
Just a matter of when. Well, the next opportunity will be Suzuka, and I'm sure that will be a very fun but difficult challenge for you. But congratulations on making it into top split. Looking forward to calling your race tomorrow.
Second split.
Yes, in the second split as the first race tomorrow. That's going to be great to watch. If y'all have noticed, we are here on Salamander's channel, Salamander Back Broadcasting. If y'all haven't subscribed already, please do so and be sure to like. And I think it's time to go ahead and take a look at the round info. Oak, if you don't mind telling us a little bit about what we have here for round 8.
So for round 8, we are in Brands Hatch in Group 4 machinery. This race will be 18 laps. It'll be 2x tires and 3x fuel. Racing softs and racing mediums will be required. And I think it'll be pretty interesting here. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Indeed, thank you. Yeah, it should be pretty interesting. The softs and the mediums required, so we're definitely going to see a variety of strategies depending on the car. Unlike Group 3, the Group 4 cars have a variety of drivetrain setups. Some are all-wheel drive, some are mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, some are front-wheel drive, and some are front-engine, rear-wheel drive. All of that affects the tire wear and as well as the fuel consumption, as fuel is actually higher than the tire wear. So that should be pretty interesting, to say the least. So we have a variety of ways for drivers to earn extra points on top of where they finish in their split. Some of those are fastest overall qualifier gets 5 points. The pole of your split gets 5 points. The fastest lap of your split gets 5 points. Leading the most laps of your split will also get you 5 points. And if you lead just one lap, but it has to be an entire lap, you get 1 extra bonus point. And Mr. Casual, do you mind taking us through our drivers of the top split who, keep in mind, qualified during the week? This is not where they're going to be starting. This is just how they got into the top split. They're going to have to qualify one more time.
Of course. So in top split, starting from first, we have Speed himself, Bobagito, representing CBR in the Genesis with a 129.313. And then you have the ever unrelenting Jorge Senior representing PHG with a 129.340 in the BMW. And rounding out the podium, you have Cornbread repping CBR in the Mazda with a 129.772 in fourth. Repping PHG, we have SPC, aka Cold Trickle, in the Genesis with a 129.751. Then in fifth, we have of CBR JK85 in the Lambo with a 129.913. And then in sixth, just 1,000th behind JK85, we have Racer 51 in the Mazda with a 129.914. And not even a half tenth behind him from PHG, we have Pyro in the Genesis with a 129.46. Then in eighth, we have Evolved in the Genesis with the first 30 time, 130.125. Then just behind him by 3,000ths is Wade of CBR in the Ferrari with a 130.128. Then you got in 10th of a PHG, Banana in the BMW of 130.208. Then in 11th of PHG, we have Arrow in the Genesis with the 130.227. Then in 12th, we have Corn Identity of CBR in the Genesis with a 130.328. Then in 13th, thoughts go out the Jersey here. Yes, having a life problems.
Life. Yeah. Hard times for Jersey right now. His mother is not doing well with cancer. I think we'll see several excellent liveries going out there, and our thoughts are with Jersey and his family.
Yes, because my mom's also gone, been a little while, but yeah, so I know what that feels like. So our heart goes out to you, Jersey, and we wish you the best. 130.338 in the Toyota. And in 14th, we have Papa Oso in the Lambo in a 130.340.
Wow, that is incredibly tight, to say the least. And here we have our manufacturer standings. Oak, do you mind just taking us through maybe the top 10 there in the manufacturing?
Yes, sir. So in first place with 695 points, we have Genesis. Right behind, well, let me rephrase. In second place, quite a ways back, we have BMW with 461 points. In third place, we have Lamborghini with 332 points. In fourth place, we have Ferrari with 315 points. Fifth place, we have Mazda with 257 points. In sixth place, we have McLaren with 245 points. In seventh, we have Nissan with 233 points. In eighth place, we have Porsche with 204. In ninth place, we have Chevrolet with 151 points. And in 10th place, moving up a spot, we have Dodge with 67. For 3 places, I'm sorry.
Wow. Very impressive of Dodge making that jump. That's the only really big jump in the driver standings for the finals. You can see we have 14 spots for the finals, which are coming up. This is round 8 of 9, and then the finals begin. So there's still some hope for some of those bottom teams. We see Jersey with Toyota is in the top split, so there's a great opportunity for Toyota to get some solid points on, say, Dodge, which I am not seeing at all in this top split. So there's a great opportunity there. Same with Chevrolet. I don't see any Chevys in this top split either. So good opportunity for Jersey to get some hard-earned points. So since both of you all qualified, I'd like to hear your individual thoughts on the preparation you did for qualifying and if you did any race strategy or race prep. I'll start with you, Mr. Casual.
I usually don't practice, but I was actually practicing this week before qualifying because I am okay at brands, so I wanted to at least work on improving my quality time because initially I was like 132 on the softs, and I eventually got it down. The lowest I did in practice was 30.6, but I ended up with the like 30.9 something for quali. But I did at least one practice race to see what tire wear was like, and so I was, since it was just a practice race, I was just going to start on the soft tire to see how long that tire can go. So I was like, okay, so now that I know how long that tire can go, it gives me an idea of what to do in regards to the softs. Whether I start on soft or medium really depends on qualifying the day of the race for me.
Awesome. That sounds like you have done a good bit of research and practice to get a good strategy in place. Being in the second split, that's a good spot to be. So I'm excited to see what we learned here today and to find out if that changed at all what you have in store for us tomorrow. Oak, how about yourself?
So the main part about this track for me was going off track and hitting the dirt. That was a lot of doing that in practice and qualifying this week. So my advice would just try to stay on the racetrack, keep it nice and clean, and I think people will do just fine. In terms of strategy, I would, not calling anyone's strategy, but I would probably go 10 laps on mediums and 8 on softs, depending on how you could stretch your fuel. So it'll be interesting with different cars on field and see what these racers can do.
Do you think we'll see? Do you think drivers will be using any different fuel mapping, or just perhaps short shifting, or not pushing it as hard?
I think drivers will be more short shifting. I think with fuel mapping, you do lose quite a bit of time, and short shifting kind of helps prevent that as much as possible. So,
okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. You do that by default in the Group 4 McLaren, so that helps. But I was going to say you could try coasting a little early.
Right, so a little lift and coast.
Yeah, that's something you can do if you're in a car that requires full revs.
Yeah, because nothing's worse than being in a car that wants to be revved out and you're having to short shift to try to save fuel. And then what is it? The Corvette, the McLaren, a couple other cars, the BMW just come short shifting by you, not worrying at all, just using their full power, but also saving fuel. And I think it is time for us to get into this. So these drivers are going to have 10 minutes to qualify. Obviously, racing softs and mediums required. They're going to be qualifying on the softs. As far as qualifying strategy goes, I know we saw some stuff as far as how many out laps versus in laps. I'm curious, Oak, you're in the BMW, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, in the BMW, what was your qualifying strategy?
So my qualifying strategy was more to maybe go 3 or 4 laps on softs and go ahead and go into the pits. Just so you're out there with low fuel and brand new tires. I think that's probably what most people should do. There's also the alternate strategy of doing one hot lap and then resetting back to the pits. It all just depends on how comfortable these racers are on this track. So it'll be nice to watch for sure.
Yeah, indeed. We're seeing some of these amazing liveries.
Oh yeah.
Got to see a few of them during qualifying. Bobagito up ahead in the Bobalicious. Then we just saw Cornbread in the Bush's Baked Beans. Now we got Banana in the Donkey Kong Chiquita Banana livery. A lot of Genesis in this top split, huh?
Oh yeah.
I was going to say for my outlaps, I actually rev out the car to try and burn a little extra fuel.
Indeed, as we see the corniest of the cornbreads, the Corn Identity Mobile. Papa Oso in the 23 Lamborghini. JK in the matching but different numbered Lamborghini because he's 85. And then we have Jersey. And this was designed by Salamander. F Cancer, I agree.
Yeah.
And again, Jersey, our hearts and thoughts go out to you. We are very sorry for what you're having to go through. And we wish all the best things for you and your family going forward. And this reminds me, PHG Arrow with the lithograph on his car. We are sponsored, y'all. The second season of GT PHGWS is brought to you by Lithograph Comics. Lithograph Comics is not a store, but rather a comic book enthusiast bringing awareness to the hobby and the comic book collecting community. Located on Instagram, you'll find Greg, aka Litho, sharing comic book history, stories, and his personal collection spanning a 35-year comic book journey. That's Lithograph Comics on Instagram. Very cool that we have a sponsor as we get some qualifying times done, and that is Bobagito on preliminary pole with a 129.711 into the 29s off the bat. That is that's saying something.
And for those of you that have been busy with work and life, there was an update this past Thursday that saw a pretty much buff to some degree on just most Group 4 cars.
Interesting.
That Genesis is still strong though.
Yeah.
Still strong.
Genesis is still strong. I did see that the Jaguar did get a pretty big bump, which is a car we talked about during qualifying on Wednesday, that it used to be so good and it's been pretty irrelevant. So I'm curious to try that Jag after the recent update, as Wade is unable to improve. Wade currently sitting P3 with a 129.877, and he's in the toe of Racer 51. Perhaps he can get ahead, but Banana now about to serve a half-second penalty. Banana P4, best time so far is a 129.926.
I will say that penalty gate isn't in the worst spot.
No, it is not. It is not. So Bobagito, SPC go into the pits. Wade stays out. There goes SPC out. And here we have Jersey coming across the line with a 130.405. That is an improvement.
Okay.
Moving him up. JK85 in the Lamborghini. Coming around. Really, the only heavy braking point on this track right there for that tight hairpin. He is down on time.
He does have some damage. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense then. Wade in the Raising Canes Hidden Valley Ranch mobile, the Ferrari CBR guy there, coming around currently P3, only down less than 2/10 to pole position, but he is not improving on this lap, unfortunately.
Let's see.
And he goes into the pits, yep. Jorge Sr. also not finding improvement. Jorge Sr. with a very good time in the what we would normally call the slow BMW, but I guess nothing is slow in the hands of Jorge.
Yeah, he's just one of them people.
Racer 51 coming into some traffic as Wade CBR comes out of the pits and unfortunately unsettles Racer 51 coming out of turn 1, forcing him into the gravel. That is unfortunate if he was just starting his hot lap. Currently sitting P6 is Racer 51. And here comes Bobagito on his second flyer. He has less fuel and fresh tires, but a lot of traffic ahead. You can see Jersey right there, and not too much further ahead, another Genesis. And it looks like SPC Cole Trickle also has a bit of traffic, as it looks like Jersey is letting Bobagito through. Bobagito looking to cement his time, as Jersey is out on an out lap, so not trying to set a lap time. Good sportsmanship from Jersey. Get out of the way and don't impede. Well done, well done. Now, Oak, is there a part you were saying you know keep it on the track? Where were you finding it hardest to keep it on the track?
I was definitely finding the first corner to be really a struggle. That first corner is just, for me, in my opinion, really hard to get difficult. Or it's really hard to get right. Sorry. But the thing is that if you hit the sand on the first corner, I feel like that's gonna kill all your momentum. Like, just a little bit, but...
Ooh. As we saw Pyro go, literally what you were just saying is what we saw Pyro do just there. Just really hard to push. Yeah. And it's not because it's not a slam on the brakes braking zone, but you need to get yourself slowed down properly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so tricky. And I mean, the times that these guys put in, clearly they know how to do it, but even they're messing up going into turn 1, as we've seen several drivers into the gravel already. Makes me curious what this race is going to look like with how tight the times are. Everybody's on the same level here. Like, there's no crazy standout. It's going to be really interesting on a track this tight with really no runoffs. It's just grass on either side of you. Yeah. So I think hopefully we see very clean racing, but we're going to definitely see very close racing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
top 5 is within 2/10, so for sure.
The turn I probably struggle with is Hawthorne's, which is the fast right-hander.
Which one?
On the straight, and I think that's sector 2.
Yeah, the start of sector 2. Yeah, after the big straight. Yeah.
Yeah,
that is a tricky one, and if you get it wrong, it messes you up for the next one.
Yeah, because God help you if you get it wrong.
Mm-hmm. Nothing but grass, and then further on that, a wall. SPC finishing his out lap, gonna start his final flyer if he can get across the line. He does just barely.
Yeah.
Just barely across the line, SPC to set his final flying lap. Wade, CBR currently up almost half a tenth.
Yeah, so purple so far.
In the Ferrari, which, I wouldn't think as being a strong car here, but Wade making a very strong case for that. He qualified P9 overall to get in this split. He's currently purple again. He runs a little bit wide, but he does keep it on the track. He keeps his foot pent. Now, we saw in qualifying during the week so many drivers losing time in this sector. It is such a tricky, awkward right-hander. There's
Can he do it?
multiple lines. He's going to keep it tight to the line. And what's he going to get?
Ooh.
No, and he loses it in the final sector. Wade CBR currently sitting P3. Bobagito still trying to improve. It is not a huge margin between him and SPC.
Yeah.
Where is Bobagito going to come across the line? He's got his Genesis teammate Evolved in front of him. Can the slipstream help? No, unable to improve. SPC, where is he going to be? In the police Genesis coming around. He's going to keep it tight to the line.
See if.
And, unable to improve. Wow, this is, oh my goodness, this is tight. This is
close.
It's
Close
tight
one.
like a tiger, I think is what they say.
Top 3 separated within a 10th. Really?
That
4.
is
Top 4, because 4K is
Yep.
about, yeah.
Wow. Holy smokes. Y'all in for a treat. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I have a feeling if you haven't now, you will by the end of this race, because this is going to be good. Oak, can you please take us through the standings real quick?
Yes, sir. So, in first place overall, we have Bobagito with a 129.7. In second place, we have PHG SPC in the Genesis as well with a 129.7. In third place, we have Wade CBR in the Ferrari with a 1 minute 29.8. In fourth place, we have Jorge Sr. in the M4 with a 29.8. In fifth place, we have PhD Banana in the M4 with a 129.9. In sixth place, we have Racer 51 in the Mazda 3 with a 129.9. In seventh place, we have Cornbread also in the Mazda 3 with a 129.9. In eighth place, we have Papa Oso in the Lamborghini Huracan with a 1 minute 30. One second. There you go. Okay, I got it now. In ninth place, we have Corn Identity in the Genesis G70 with a 1 minute 30.3. In 10th place, we have PHG Jersey in the GR Supra with a 1 minute 30.4. In 11th place, we have JK85 in the Huracan with a 1 minute 30.4. In 12th place, we have PhD Pyro in the G70 with a 1 minute 30.4. In 13th place, we have Evolved also in the G70 with a 1 minute 30.6. And in the last place, we have PHG Arrow in the G70 with a 1 minute 31.4.
All right. So, wow. I mean, the top 13 within a second. That's a sign of something very good and very exciting to come. How many drivers are we predicting start on the softs versus the mediums, Mr. Casual? What do you think?
I think. Well, I was pretty sure our leader will obviously start on softs. Could argue either way for SPC. He might not want to give Bobagito too big of a gap. So I think top 2 might possibly start on softs, but I'm thinking probably most of the grid will be on mediums.
On the mediums.
Yeah, because when I did some of my research, I was like, oh yeah, these softs do struggle in the race.
Yeah.
Once they get towards the end, and I'm in the McLaren, and that's obviously one of the better cars on tires.
Right.
So if
Right.
you're not in the McLaren, I can only imagine when they start to go off.
Start
So
to struggle. Yeah.
I think at worst, our leader Bobajito will be sauce, but
Uh-huh.
I think
Okay.
top two might possibly
Yeah.
start sauce.
So 2 to 12, roughly. And what about you, Oak? Would you agree with that assessment? If you were starting in the top 5, or I guess, yeah, just would you agree with that, or do you think others besides the top 2 are going to be on softs?
I think since the top 5 are relatively close in terms of pace,
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll all start on softs.
Oh.
So, and then from there on out, I think the mediums will be good. But if anyone's feeling good on softs, I mean, might as well start on them. So,
Absolutely, yeah. I just got word from production. They're having an issue with the lobby, working on getting it set back up. For those of you who have never played this game, lobbies are not the most reliable thing, but it is what we have, and we enjoy using them. As somebody who's now become accustomed to hosting lobbies on a regular basis, it's always a headache in some way, shape, or form. So bear with us as we get those technical difficulties taken care of. As I see the proprietor, Papa's House of Game himself, has entered the chat. Like 21 deployed. Thank you, Papa. And for those of you watching who haven't liked, please do click the like button, because I see there are more than 21 people watching. So some of y'all haven't hit that like button, and I know you could.
And by the way, T Case, since I know you love your, I guess we'll say condiments, see if you're interested in this. I've seen Amazon has Heinz mustard limited edition chipotle honey.
Interesting. So now see, I'm not a mustard guy. However, I can appreciate a chipotle honey flavored anything. So I can imagine for people who like mustard, adding chipotle honey sounds like a great idea.
Funnily enough, growing up, I didn't care for a mustard like you do now. And as I got older, I was like, I like mustard.
Yeah, there's several tastes out there that, like, as a kid could not handle or stand, but now as an adult do. But mustard is not one of them.
I have a question for TKS and Mr. Casual.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think will your predictions for this race? Who do you think will win?
Predictions. Well, history would tell us to go for Jorge, but clearly Bobajito and SPC have a little something to say about that. The Genesis is going to be strong here.
For sure.
It's hard not to think Bobajito's going to win this, in my opinion. What about you, Mr. Casual?
I mean, we've seen whether it's this split or lower splits, we've seen SPC. It's usually on the pace. So I'm thinking initially Banana Day are probably going to work together with them both being in BMW.
Okay.
So I would say watch out for those two. But for winner, I'm going to. You know what? We'll play risky. I'm going to go with Wade.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because
I
I
like
think
that.
he'll take it on. We'll see it as a chip. I was like all these Genesis and BMWs. and I'm the lone Ferrari in here. I was like, I'll show
Yeah.
them a thing or two.
Awesome. Well, Oak, you asked the question. Do you have an answer yourself before we get started?
I think either Jorge or I'm gonna go big and bold here. I think Banana. Either Jorge or Banana.
BANANAS.
All right.
Yep.
So you're going
Let's see
Team BMW. I mean, all right.
Oh
And
yeah.
here we go. We're getting started with
Yeah, I was
the two Genesis there. And then, yes, I see Wade looming in the Ferrari in the background,
Yeah.
as well as Jorge Sr. And here we go, off to the races, turn one. It's going to be single file. I don't think we'll see any side-by-side until we come into turn two, the hairpin. And you can see further back a bit of a gap there between the Lamborghini and the remaining drivers. Still staying tight and clean. Bobagito making no mistakes, trying to get further and further ahead over half a second now, as Jorge gets a little wobbly and a couple other drivers there in the background as they use a bit of the runoff. Really the only part of the track where you can run wide, and everybody does. But so far, so clean. I don't think we really saw any position changes. As they come in here to the long, fast right-hander, as Cornbread I see in the background. P7 going up the inside of Banana, side by side, wheel to wheel. They both stay on the track. Enough space is given, and well done, Banana, to hold on around the outside. That was amazing. Great pressure from Cornbread, but Banana said, not today. I'm Banana, you're Cornbread. And that's where they sit on the hierarchy of food. As we see Jorge desperately trying to get by Wade CBR up the inside. Nothing Wade can do but let it go and try to hold on around. He keeps it pinned, tucks back in behind Jorge, and as looks like he is going to try to further the issue going into turn one. No, he has to back out and concede to Jorge. Jorge up to P3.
Okay.
Very nicely done. Good, aggressive, and clean driving by everybody.
Yeah, everyone's pretty much still in the same pack.
There's not much anyone can do. It is very much a single file racetrack, as Cornbread does want to get by Banana. Banana denied him on lap one. Will he deny him again on lap two, or can Cornbread force the issue? As I see a little more. No, Cornbread forces the issue up the inside. Now they're going to be on the long straight. Nothing Banana can do but tuck in behind him, as we see further back. I believe that is another CBR driver in the Genesis getting all kinds of swirly. No, it was Corn Identity in the corned out Genesis. Let's see what happened here, as we see that beautiful overtake up ahead from Cornbread on Banana, and they just run a bit too wide, understeer off the corner, and unfortunately get off the track. But you know what? Good on them keeping it pointed the right direction. I would be facing the wrong way around.
Yeah.
And now we're going 4 wide. Oh my goodness, up ahead. Can't even tell who is that. That is Jersey and Pyro and Evolved and Arrow up there. JK85 as well. Big battle in the back for not last. JK85 going up the inside as we end lap 2. But that's going to allow Corn Identity now up the inside of Jersey. But no, Jersey's going to bump draft JK85 there and get around, get ahead. No, Corn Identity is up the inside into turn 1, and it looks like they're still side by side. Jersey on the outside for this hairpin. I don't see how he's going to be able to hang on, especially in the wheel drive, but he does in the rear wheel drive. Now he is on the inside, and what a defense. Oh my good, this is lap 3, y'all. This is lap 3. Well, give me your thoughts on what we just have seen.
This has been a crazy first 3 laps. I was expecting some gaps to be formed, but seems like I'm wrong. Everybody's here scrambling for positions.
Indeed, scrambling for position. What about you, Mr. Casual?
Yeah, I wasn't surprised that Jersey actually ended up keeping it, because if you can keep the car under control, you can actually carry quite some momentum going into that hairpin-ish turn. So I was like, he managed to keep it. So kudos to him.
Yeah, well, I was thinking with him in rear-wheel drive on the outside, trying to get on the gas early versus the all-wheel drive, that might be a little difficult, but also something the action's been so tight, we haven't even been paying attention to what tires everybody is on. We got Bobagito on the softs, and he does have a 2-second gap, and you can see SPC on the softs, and Jorge Sr. also on the softs, so 3 drivers right there. From the top 4 starters, all on the softs. Wade on the mediums.
Okay,
now things are making sense. Yeah. Wade started P3, fell back on the mediums. Racer 51 on the mediums. Cornbread in the same car, just behind on the mediums. So it's looking like everyone else running medium tires further back. So I see that little bit of shuffle there. So great battling. Most of these big battles we were seeing were tire for tire. We weren't seeing some type of tire advantage. So, oh my goodness, I'm glad things have calmed down for the moment, because what a start.
Yeah, I like how everyone kept it clean.
Yeah, very, very clean.
I think it will start to pick up once these the front runners' tires on the softs start to taper off. So we'll have to.
Indeed, a
little wide there.
I think Jorge putting the pressure on SPC is going to cause a bit more tire wear from SPC in that all-wheel drive Genesis, especially on those front tires.
Because it's a matter of, does SPC want to fight it, or will Jorge be amenable to working together to try and close the gap to Bobagito?
From what I know about SPC, I don't think he knows how not to fight it. But, I could be proven wrong. This isn't the first time. It does look kind of like he said, here's the door. If you want to walk through it, go ahead. I'll follow you. Yeah, so
he didn't even,
I think he knows where he stands in this overall series, and following Jorge Sr. is not a bad thing to be doing.
Yeah, it's like we said last week. If you can see Jorge Sr. at the end of a race, I think you've done a pretty good job.
You've done a good job. Now, Bobagito, he did have a 2-second gap on SPC. We'll see if he was able to keep that as we go through the order. Banana really kind of losing out in some of those battles, going through in the BMW. Pyro leading the pack for P9. Looks like 4 or 5 cars there. Oh wow, all the way back to P14 as Evolve tries to go around the outside of JK85. Oh, and cuts back into the slipstream, bumping Jersey out of the way, or Jersey took evasive action. Jersey's going to try to hang it around the outside. We've seen him do it once. Can he do it again? Is enough space given? Yes. Great clean driving. Jersey and Evolve just battling it out, using all the power of their 6-cylinder engines. Evolved on the inside. Jersey has to hang around the outside and tuck back in. Can he get a counter move going into the hairpin that has brought Corn Identity into play? Now Corn Identity is going to take the inside, and here we go again. It's like we were just here at the end of or the start of lap 2, but Jersey unable to hang on. Corn Identity taking the position P13. Jersey coming back at him up the inside. They're not giving up as they go wheel to wheel. Can they keep it on track? Yes, Corn Identity keeps it on track. Jersey has to tuck back in. There may have been a little contact there. It didn't look like Jersey was able to get it slowed down as much as he would want to. Tucks back in P14, P13. As we see, Jorge is in P2, but Bobagito has pulled the 5.5 second gap. Bobagito off and running. That battling with SPC has slowed them down. This is making it look better and better for Bobagito as Corn Identity and Jersey. It is not over. The battle for #NotLast is on, and it is only lap 6 of 18. both drivers on the mediums. And oh my goodness, we see our first driver in the pits. Papa Oso on the mediums in the pits at the end of lap 6.
I feel like that's early.
That seems really early.
Yeah.
Oh, Jersey up the inside. Oh my gosh. This is fantastic. Thank you guys for this great racing that you're giving us tonight. For those watching at home, if you're enjoying this, please like and subscribe. Click the website pinned in the chat to find out more. Jersey up the inside. Oh my goodness. Oh, corn identity way wide. All-wheel drive keeping him straight. Oh, he's still on the track. They are not giving each other an inch, but just enough space to keep it going. Incredible as Papa Oso has caught up to them, that battling, slowing them down from Papa Oso on the pit runners. Let's see this again as Jersey is up the inside. Corn identity up way up high, using all of the track and then some. But here at Brands Hatch, that is A-OK, the only spot where track limits don't seem to apply. Oh my, wow. So if you're in this race, Oak, and you're battling for P13, are you fighting this hard or are you chilling? Like what's your mindset as we watch that?
You know, I think every position counts, so I think, you know, whatever it takes to make that work, you know. Do it cleanly, but whatever it takes.
Indeed, and that was great racing. I didn't see anything. I saw that all as good, hard racing, and I think they did a great job. And Wade, CBR on the mediums, as is Racer 51, not far off. Cornbread just behind them. They're all on the mediums. This is looking really nice for those medium runners, depending. I mean, I guess Papa Oso, unless he's going for some kind of crazy two-stop, Papa Oso is kind of the guinea pig here to see how long the softs can actually last. I don't. When do you think people are on the mediums are going to come in? Papa Oso aside, Mr. Casual.
I think as long as you don't got terrible tire wear, I think probably if you have to, you can go to 10 laps. But it's like, at what point does the soft tire become slower than the medium?
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't be surprised if anyone came in this lap that's up front, but I saw someone went in.
Wade's going in as well, so here we go. The end of lap 8 is the call-in for several drivers, but Pyro and Arrow having a great battle stay out. Here comes Jorge Sr. dove in the pit, so he is on the mediums. He does not have to stop. Wade's coming out on the softs. Pyro and Arrow still battling it out. Team Genesis, as Pyro runs a bit wide, they're coming out just behind Wade and the rest of the people who just pit. There's Banana right there, so Wade came out just behind Banana as well. And Pyro looks like he just is being pushed to the limits by Arrow here. He keeps running a bit wide, pushing it a bit hard, but we know Pyro's says you got to use all the track, and so we're definitely seeing that happen. As Arrow gets a better run out, but he is going to be on the outside. This is the longest straight on the track. Coming into Mr. Casual's favorite corner, and what a switchback. That puts Arrow on. No, he's not able to stay alongside. I thought Arrow had him on the inside. Arrow runs a bit wide, but keeps it on track. Then we're coming to the corner that for the life of me, I cannot figure out why there's no curb on exit. Why is there no curb there? Makes no sense. That's neither here nor there. That's just my personal vendetta against this track. Looking through, we see SPC, Racer 51, Cornbread all in on the medium. So several drivers on the softs are learning they can't go as long as they thought. And several drivers who started on the mediums are thinking they can go longer than those drivers on the softs. But Bobagito is still out on the softs.
Yeah.
And it is tightening back up. This change in strategy has everybody clamoring for position. SPC Jorge, all right there. Banana, Wade. The battle for P2 went from several seconds to under half a second. That is incredible. As they battle it out, Banana has not pit yet. I do not think. So Banana is the only driver out of place here.
Yeah.
It is Wade, SPC, Jorge, Racer 51, Cornbread. Banana, the odd man out here. Not confident that his mediums are gonna last as long as some of these other, or the softs are gonna last as long as some of these other drivers out here. Because Wade surely thinks he has plenty of tire left as he is pushing it. Struggling. Really, it's hard to get by Banana. Banana is under no obligation to let Wade by. It is not a blue flag situation. Even though they are on different strategies, this is still a battle for position. As Banana ducks into the pits, and all that battling with Banana has allowed Racer 51 to get well into the draft, tuck up in there, potentially make a move into turn 1. And do we see it up the inside? No, he thinks better of it, backs out.
Okay.
Interesting to see the two Mazda 3s right with each other. I guess they both just have a great handle on that car. I kind of felt like they would be split up a little bit more. But Team Mazda making a good showing out here.
All right. As we see, corner identities in lucky number 13. And Jersey's trying to stick with them. As he's currently purple at the moment, but he's on softs. But yeah, it's been my condolences to your voice box, because I was like, since you're going to be here tomorrow as well, it's like no rest for the weary, so they say.
Indeed, and this has been great race. Oh no, as we see Jorge Senior with the thank goodness for ghosting. Oh my goodness. I mean, that was a disaster for Jorge. That was about to be a real disaster for about 4 other drivers. Oh my goodness. Jorge Senior maybe gets on the throttle too early. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Let's take a look at the replay. He runs a bit wide, but keeps it on the track. Maybe slightly dirty tires as, he touches the grass. No. There it is. It was the third time he touched the grass that did it. He was flirting. He was flirting with that grass. And
he was at your favorite corner.
Oh, yeah, exactly. The one with no curb. Why is there no curb there? Brands Hatch.
The funny thing is that I spun in the exact place during the split qualifying. It's really hard to get that corner right there.
It really is. As we see further back, Pyro running wide. This whole track is tough. There's certain tracks that sprint races are fine, but once you get over, I would say 8 laps, this is really hard to just do over and over and over again at a good pace.
Especially when there's tire wear.
Exactly. Every lap is slightly different. There's only one real heavy braking zone. The rest is, tap, trail brake, downshift, whatever you got to do to keep your momentum. And Jorge down to P5. It runs a bit wide. I was looking over here at the standings. Currently, Jorge is sitting P1 overall with 2,069 points. Bobagito has 2,029 points. Bobagito is looking to take the lead in this championship if Jorge cannot catch back up, which is looking really good for Bobagito, because he will also get bonus points for laps led and pole position and fastest lap currently. So Bobagito is looking to haul in a load of points right now and take advantage of that. SPC Cole Trickle is currently sitting... where is he? SPC, he's currently P15. So this could help him out quite a bit as well. So there are points on the table. Only one more race remaining as Wade CBR is looking to take that position away from Cole, SPC. Cole on the inside, Wade on the outside, and he's able to hold it. Wow, that was a brave move. Keeping it on track. That has allowed Racer 51. Oh, and it looks like there might have been a bit of contact there as Racer 51 tries to follow Wade up the inside of SPC. SPC running a bit wide, keeping it on track and pointed in the right direction. Really tight racing. It is lap 13 of 18. Let's look at that again. Couldn't tell here. So Wade gets through. That slows SPC down, allowing Racer 51 up the inside, and it looks like there was a bit of contact, rear quarter panel to front fender there. But it looks like a racing incident to me. I don't know. We'd have to look at steering inputs to really get an idea of what exactly happened. Going forward, Jorge Sr. in P6. Cornbread just ahead. SPC falling back to P4.
Yeah.
So now, I mean, Bobagito's got to make a big mistake. If you look at the map in the top right corner, you can see ain't no thing for him right now. Jorge, though, desperate to move up some positions as we have Papa Oso was the first to pit from the mediums to the softs, and his mediums look great. He just went purple in the first sector. They still got a last, 5 more laps, but or 4.5, give or take. Yeah. But I think they can. I think he's just fine. So we'll see how many positions he may be able to move ahead, considering where he qualified. We see Banana in P9. Going, the wiggle. Almost like
trying to do a split there.
Indeed. Let's see that. Oh, and he goes a lot of apex and then runs wide, and good on him keeping it pointed in that right direction.
Think of that exit curb. That additional one wasn't there. I think he would have been rallying.
Yep. Indeed, and that is not the rally car. Arrow currently in P10.
Okay.
Started P14. Evolved in P11. Started 13th. So Arrow moving up a bit. We have Corn Identity, who had that unfortunate incident early on in the race. And Pyro, we've seen him run off a couple of times. He also has his turn signal on, so So maybe he's gonna go for that fastest lap. He realized his race was done. Let's get that little bonus point. As the battle for P2 has heated up between Wade and Racer 51. Couldn't be more opposite cars. You have a exotic Italian Ferrari and a Mazda 3, and a car that you and I could go buy if we wanted to, or finance or lease or something, or at least rent. And then you have a Ferrari. Very interesting, and good on the Mazda 3 and Racer 51 to put the fight to him.
Yeah.
I will say, gap to first place does look like to be going down, but I don't know if they do have enough time for that. Then again, Bobagito is on mediums, and second and third place are both.
Yeah.
SPC made a little bit of a mistake there, allowing Cornbread to get up the inside. These Mazdas looking fly out here. And the bushes, baked beans, honey beans, goodness. With the Jiffy Cornbread. I mean, that was beautiful. So let's see. SPC breaks a little early, and then he just washes out wide.
Yeah.
Causing him to slow down. He definitely was going to have to lift there to keep it on track. That allows him to get through here on the inside, and just very nicely done. Taking it, Cornbread CBR into P4. And Jorge, P6, wanting to make up those positions they lost. Got SPC and Cornbread just ahead. They've been battling. We know Jorge's pace, but we also know SPC's pace. So this is going to be interesting. SPC held Jorge off for quite a long time. Throwing Cornbread in the mix is going to make it that much harder, as Racer 51 is still applying pressure to Wade CBR. Wade would love this win, or this P2 for Ferrari, but Racer 51 clearly on the straights having more power. It's just a matter of getting through the middle sectors where I think the MR cars have the advantage, and it just doesn't stop. Cornbread trying to hold off SPC and Jorge. We have a front engine, we have an all-wheel drive, we have a rear-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, everything being thrown at us here in this battle. Cars couldn't be more different, as, oh my goodness, Jorge runs really wide there. We've seen it once or twice or three times before in this race of cars going wide like that. And it is, I mean, it's part of this track. If you watched various series here in real life, they full on use that whole lawn there. If you can keep it pointed in the right direction, you're good to go. And you can just see on those mediums just not able to catch up. But Racer 51 within 2.5 tenths of Wade CBR. Turn 1 is going to be the real first opportunity. Unless, I don't see how it would be. And we do know Racer 51 has the power. Can he get close enough? It's such a challenge.
Yeah, he's just going to need Wade to not have a good one.
Indeed, Exactly, Mr. Casual. As if Wade can make a mistake, like we saw what happened with SPC, and then you capitalize, but it's not looking like Wade is making any mistakes. As we just saw Bo Bagito starting the final lap. Now the rest of the field is on their final lap. Cornbread trying to hold on to P4, and Jorge, I thought he was going to have something there on SPC in the background, but no. And now as Wade and Racer 51 come around onto the longest straight, can Wade get the toe and perhaps poke a nose up the inside of Wade here, coming up to this long right-hander? No, he's not close enough. Wade's driving perfectly.
As long as he don't make any mistakes, it'll be hard as SPC goes wide.
Indeed, as you say, don't make any mistakes. We saw a small one, but he kept it pointed in the right direction. Looks like he is safe from Jorge. Ooh, this P6 from Jorge is he's got to be frustrated. He's got to be frustrated. You can see all over the back. I mean, Cole must be frustrated. He started P2 overall. Both drivers.
He's going for it.
And here we go as Bo Bagito with the dominant race. Winning it. Wade able to hold off Racer 51, P1 and 2. Cornbread, Mazda hauling in the points as Jorge gets by SPC. Jorge gets by SPC at the end. Oh my goodness, unbelievable. Then we got Corn Identity in P9, followed by Evolved in P10, Banana 11, Jersey 12, Arrow 13th, and Pyro saying, I'm done. Thanks. Holy smokes. I gotta be honest, was not expecting that.
That was thoroughly enjoyable.
Oh my goodness. I hope everybody watching thoroughly enjoyed that as well. I loved it. Anything stand out to you, Mr. Casual, that like surprised you or anything, or was it kind of how you thought it was going to be?
Not to toot my own horn, but while it's not a win, I actually made the right call for Wade. Because I was the one that was like, you know what, I'll pick something different, and I went with Wade. But towards the end, it's like, he was under fire from the rocket ship that is that Mazda. So, and Racer 51 himself is no slouch either. So, kudos to our competitors. But Yeah, it was unfortunate that Jorge Sr. made his mistake. I was like, it being such a narrow track, it was you were bound to see someone make a mistake of going too wide. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think everyone honestly raced too well.
Right? I see what you mean there. Okay, how about you? Tell us your feelings on what we just saw as we see pole position, clean race, and victory for Bobachito.
I think that race was very fun to watch. I was a little surprised though. I didn't expect Jorge to drop a couple positions from his qualifying, but overall, I feel like it was a good race for majority of people here. Even the Mazda was flying this round. I was pleasantly surprised by that. So
yeah, that was fun to see. Well, I'll take us through our final race results here. Bobachito start to finish victory in the Genesis, fastest lap with a 129.758. Then we have Wade CBR P2 in the Ferrari, followed by Racer 51 in the Mazda. That's P3. That rounds out the podium. Then P4 Cornbread in the Mazda. P5 Jorge Sr. in the BMW. P6 SPC in the Genesis. Papa Oso P7 in the Lamborghini, followed by JK85 CBR P8 in the Lamborghini. Then we have Corn Identity in the Genesis, P9, P10 Evolved in the Genesis, P11 PHG Banana in the BMW, P12 PHG Jersey in the Supra, P13 PHG Aero in the Genesis, and P14 Pyro in the Genesis. Holy smokes. So, driver of the race, Oak, who you got?
oof, that's a tough call, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Wade. Honestly, I mean he put up a really good, strong performance, especially in that Ferrari. It was nice to see him battling out with the racer and for the podium. So overall, I think it was a great race from him.
Absolutely. How about yourself, Mr. Casual?
Yeah, I'm going to have to give it to Wade as well because he was my pick for the win. But second place isn't bad, all things considered, especially when you're under fire from a rocket ship behind you that's just waiting for you to make a mistake. And he did well at the end to not be overwhelmed by that Mazda behind him. So for me, it'll be Wade with his second place in the Ferrari.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you guys picked the same because I have two. And I agree with you on Wade. I agree 100%. But I'm also going to say Bobachito for the flawless victory, full domination, and the toughest split. He made it look easy. But also Racer 51 going from P6 to the podium and was on pace to potentially take P2. So we got Racer 51, Bobachito, Wade. We got our podium for driver of the race there. And there is a poll in the chat, so please vote. We want to know what you think. Driver of the split. I mean, there's not a wrong answer. There really isn't. Yeah. It's just your opinion here. Well, believe it or not, y'all, we got another race for you tonight. And it's going to be just like that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be exciting. It's going to be edge of your seat, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We got Split 3 coming up. We're going to take a quick break. I'm definitely going to drink a little bit of water. Y'all go get a beverage, use the bathroom, get a snack. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll be right back.
Engines roaring life in the fast lane. PHG people. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better people. Good racers, better people. Good racers, better people. Great racers, better people. Crowds chant as the lights go green. Adrenaline rush, it's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again. For the banner of PHG flies our friend. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better people. Better people. Glory, better people. The engine's roaring life in the fast lane. PHG, we the name, tearing up the game. Thunder on the track, speed never go lack. Pushing limits, breaking barriers, and looking back. Tires screaming as we take that turn. Fuel and fire in our hearts we burn. Opponents in the mirror, they can't keep up. Keep the throttle down, never wanna let up. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel.
And we are back for split 3 of season 2, round 8 of the GTPHG World Series. We just finished the top split, and if you missed it, you're gonna want to go back and watch it. As we can see, the poll is complete. 22 votes, with Wade CBR getting driver of the split, 54%. Well done, Wade. That race was incredible, y'all. If you didn't watch it, please go back and watch it. It is so good. I am T Case. If you don't know, I am me, and I am here with Oak and Mr. Casual. Mr. Casual, we just watched an epic race. You said it was going to be an epic race. How are you feeling about this next race?
Feeling pretty good. Here we got quite a battle going on with McLaren between the proprietor Papa and I think it was Fast Cougar. Because yeah, I've seen standings reflect a tense showdown between those two. So I'm eager to see how that is going to go.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see. And Oak, how about yourself, sir?
I feel like this race will be quite the same as Split 1, to be honest. I think there's going to be a lot of close battles. Definitely some scrapping for positions. I think majority of what it is, I think it's has to do with the track, to be honest. I think this track just enables for good racing, good passing, all sorts of stuff. So
And
I'm
we saw
expecting to see that.
Yeah, we saw that you could pass on the outside or the inside. It was up to the driver and their car and their confidence and the grip to make it happen. And we saw a lot, even for the battle for not last was one of the most exciting battles. And that's fantastic. We love to see it. Well, let's take a look real quick in case you did miss that first race. We are here at Brands Hatch. This is round 8. 18 laps around this track, very high speed corners. Tire wear is definitely a factor. 2 times tire wear, 3 times fuel, racing softs and racing mediums required. And they are in their Group 4 machinery. This is a manufacturer's race. They have to use the manufacturer they chose. And in this race, they use their Group 4 variant of that manufacturer. How they got into their split is they did a 10-minute qualifying during the week. Their time during the week is what puts them in their split. As we take a look here, Oak, do you mind taking us through split 3 drivers?
Yes, sir. So, in split 3, first overall, we have Fast Cougar in the McLaren. In second place, we have Ecstasy, and also in the McLaren. In third place, we have PHG Jazam in the Citroen. In fourth place, we have PHG Papa, also in the McLaren. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We have in fifth place RSR Zilla in the Lexus. In sixth place, we have T-Rex Arms in the Alfa Romeo. In seventh place, we have Velvet Thunder in the Dodge. In eighth place, we have PHG Iron Fix in the Audi. Ninth place, we have Jay Collins in the Ferrari. In 10th place, we have BHR Beavis in the McLaren. In 11th place, we have Craig B in the Porsche. In 12th place, we have Speed Bump in the Honda. In 13th, we have PHG KW in the Dodge. And in 14th place, we have PHG Nastia in the Ford.
Awesome. Now, I believe Honda got a bit of a bump. Did they not in this recent update?
I think they did, yes.
So this could be an interesting time. We have a few Honda drivers. It's one of the smaller teams in this league. And it should be interesting. I do want to remind everybody that we have a sponsor this season, and that sponsor is Lithograph Comics. And if you don't know, I'm about to tell you. Lithograph Comics is not a store, but rather a comic book enthusiast, bringing awareness to the hobby and the comic book collecting community. Located on Instagram, you'll find Greg, aka Litho, sharing comic book history, stories, and his personal collection spanning a 35-year comic book journey. That's Lithograph Comics on Instagram. So y'all get on the gram, find Lithograph Comics, give them a follow. If you like comic books, which I'm sure you do, because who doesn't, right? Check it out. Very cool. Love that we have a sponsor. This is our second season, and we've run one exhibition season. And it's just fantastic to see what this league has done. Oak is joining us, Mr. Casual joining us. You know, we're getting new people in the booth, in the behind the scenes. It's been a lot of fun. I also want to go ahead and shout out PD Snow for doing the graphics, the graphics for the splits and the driver stuff. That's all done by him. Great job. Big shout out to Salamander. Please, y'all, it's his channel. Like, subscribe. But he does so much behind the scenes and is doing an incredible job. Makes my life a lot easier in the commentary booth. And of course, Shaggy for really creating this league and coming up with these incredible combos. And I mean, we're just treated to such an exciting race. And I love that we have, I believe, 4 more this weekend because we have split 3 coming up. And if everybody shows up, we have splits 2, 4, and 5 tomorrow. So,
Wow.
Okay, so it's just going to combine it. So it'll just be 4. But at one point, there was potential for 5. So exciting to see this many people involved and excited about what we're doing. Anybody have picks for pole position? I mean, I know it's obvious to pick Fast Cougar because they were on pole technically during the week for Split 3. But Oak, what are your thoughts?
I think majority. Obviously, I think Fast Cougar will be the dominant one in this race, but I think the McLarens have a good, overall good chance to score good points in this split. So it'll be exciting to see.
Indeed, and Mr. Casual.
For Split 3, I'm going to keep an eye out on Box, aka Velvet Thunder. Who sees in the Dodge because he can't overlook him because
he's fast,
fairly quick individual. But I guess for a winner, I'll go. I think I'm going to end up going with. No, we'll do it. We'll go with Papa.
With Papa, all right.
Yeah,
Papa and the McLaren. Now we were just on a name I can't pronounce, Covington, who is Velvet Thunder, who is Tuzzenbach. So we're using 2 pseudonyms for our man Tuzzenbach, aka Velvet Thunder, aka blank Covington. If you don't know, and I just learned this, he's written 3 books. If you like fantasy, kind of, I don't know if it's sci-fi, but definitely fantasy books, he's written 3 books. They're all available on Amazon. Type in whatever that first name is, Covington, into Amazon, and you sure enough will find those books. So very cool to find out that our fellow commentator Tuzzenbach, aka Velvet Thunder, aka Covington, is an author as well. As we continue to scroll through as Shazam in the Lone Citron. Love to see him out there rocking it. We got Beavis and the Mighty Mouse McLaren. Oh, that's cute. I like that. And the Booty Sweat Mobile. The Lone Mustang Nasty. And of course, the lithograph comics of Joe Collins in the Ferrari.
Okay.
We got Speed Bump in the lone Honda of this split. Ooh, I've been enjoying Iron Fix's Audi. I maybe it's just because I like that blue and white. I think it looks nice. I do love Craig B in the classy, fresh Adidas livery. And then, of course, our good friend MF Wesley, T-Rex Arms, in the Alpha Jurassic Park mobile. Now, Oak, did you ever figure out the pronunciation of Mr. Covington? Are you privy?
He says that when you buy his book, you'll find out how to say the first name. Honestly, I think it's pronounced Mixtius.
See, yeah. I think y'all need to go buy the book.
Yeah.
Go buy the book. Figure out how to say the name. I was looking at it on Amazon today. I might pull the trigger. I need something new to read on the airplane. I travel a lot, so. But it was really cool to learn that about Tuzzenbach. We were doing the Jorge C. Dubs Sunday night lobbies. And we were all in voice chat over on Moose's Discord and learned that information from Tuzzin. So that was fun to hear. As Joe Collins currently sitting on pole with the 130.4. That is not a bad time to start with. for the split, considering the top time of this split is a 1:30.9, y'all. So that already breaks the record of this split. As Papa gets out of the way of Fast Cougar, currently down a 10th and a half. Turbo, I don't know if there's pictures, but I'm sure you could draw them yourself. Craig B, repping Team Porsche. Ooh, as speed bump runs wide there. Again, why is there no curb exit? Fast Cougar in the pits, gonna get some fresh rubber. Does Joe Collins follow suit? No, he stays out and unable to improve. But we know the Ferrari's good around here, so no surprise there. I thought the Genesis would just, Bobagito did dominate, but not, the other Genesis didn't dominate, So I was surprised that, they dominated in the fact that they all got in top split like that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I think the fastest I've seen the Fast Cougar do, maybe he's done a faster time, but in practice, I think I've seen him do a 30.6. So he can get a bit quicker, but it's like, just how much quicker can he be? Because he's at a 0.5 so far. So
we got 2 American cars in the split. I'm assuming there's some Corvettes in split 2. Would be my guess. I don't have it pulled up in front of me, but we'll see as one of those American cars, the Mustang of Nasty, goes into the pits. Can Joe Collins improve? No, he does not. Still burning off fuel. We're starting to run towards the end of qualifying. It's almost 7 minutes in as Craig B in a very nice P3, unable to improve. Only half a second off Joe Collins. Estes coming around, not up on his time. I haven't really seen the proprietor other than at the very beginning. As you know what? Having 3 names is too much. I can't think of what to call him. Tuzum, as Tuzum is improving on his time. Coming around using all the curb. Coming to one of the most awkward corners in the game. With the weird camber change as he is now purple.
Okay. So
big improvement in that second sector. Or second sector. And Estes, there we go. Back on Covington, who's now no longer purple, but still improving. That improvement will at least move him above Estes. As Estes goes into the pits, Craig B coming around. He has got T-Rex arms. He gives way to T-Rex arms. T-Rex arms must be on a flyer as Craig is down over a second on his personal best. Craig currently sitting in P3 with a 131.025. Shazam in and out of the pits. What is T-Rex arms going to do across the line? Currently a 131.380. Are they able to improve? No. And Tuzum across the line, yes, but only marginally, stays P5.
Let's see.
He's going to have enough time for one more lap. Joe Collins really putting on a clinic out there, half a second. What's Fast Cougar going to be when they get across this timing mark? He has improved, but only marginally. That's not enough. I do love that monster livery. If that is a monster flavor, I would like to try it. Those who are monster drinkers, is there a can that looks like that? Because if so, I'm in. I'm a Red Bull guy, but I'll drink a monster for that.
Yeah, my favorite's the Rockstar Fruit Punch.
I'm a traditional Red Bull man.
Is that why you're always flying?
Yeah. I just like the taste of crushed sweet tarts.
All right. Oh, there's Papa, by the way. Getting a
Papa
tow from-
currently P13, getting a tow, from Joe. And he moves up to P6.
Okay.
And it's going to get one more opportunity as he now goes ahead of Joe. Papa could move up a bit more. Let's see where he's at when he finishes this first sector. He's got a very nice toe, as you pointed out, Mr. Casual, down that straight. And T-Rex moved up to P2 with a 130.880. Joe Collins parked on the side of the road up there. And T-Rex arms improving, almost a 10th. Okay. Take a look at Papa as he's going to finish the second sector here.
Yeah.
This track throws me off. To me, it seems like it should be a 3-sector track. It is a 4-sector track, so I apologize if I say the wrong sector. T-Rex arms coming across the line after this long straight. The only place where this car will struggle on this track is that straight. Everywhere else, it's a pretty dominant car, wouldn't you say, Oak?
Yeah, I think mostly the all-wheel drives cars obviously will have an edge. I'm not sure if the Alfa Romeo is all-wheel drive, but
no, it is rear.
Oh, okay then. So it's one of those cars that are pretty good. So.
Oh, and I didn't notice KW in the Dodge. Sneaky. P3, y'all.
Oh, wow.
What?
What a
We're
surprise.
over here talking about Tussum, and KW is like, y'all, say my name. And I did, KW. Well done.
Yeah, we just need a reason to say your name.
And you gave us one. Big time, Joe Collins. Well played, sir. Y'all check him out, Draxus, on the PlayStation. If you're looking to... If you have an image and you don't know how to get it into the video game, Joe Collins can help you. He helped me, and he's helped lots of y'all. Let him help you. Hit him up. All right. Mr. Casual, take us through these qualifying results, please.
All right. In first place, we have our fellow Joe Collins, 130.480. Then we have T-Rex Arms, aka MF Wesley, 130.880. Then sneaking into the podium, we have K-Dubs with a 130.903. Then right behind him, our first McLaren, and this with Fast Cougar driving it at a 130.97. Then behind him in fifth is Craig B with a 131.025. Then in PC, aka sixth place, Shazam, 131.060. Then in seventh, our next McLaren of SSC with a 131.185. Then we have Mr. Covington. There you go, TK.
Yeah, you were like, which name do I call him?
Yeah, in eighth place with a...
Oh.
And ninth is proprietor of PHG, Papa, with a 131.261. Then in 10th, we have Iron Fix with a 131.273. Then you have in 11th, Powered by Freedom, Nasty, with a 131.771. Then you have in 12th, RSR Zilla, 131.941. Then we have in lucky number 13, our final McLaren in this split, Beavis with a 132.148, and last but not least, Speed Bump with that 132.475.
Wow. So, I mean, kind of a bit of a difference from what they qualified during the week. I guess having the traffic versus most of these people had pretty free qualifying sessions made a difference, and I guess practice in between. Oak, anything surprise you here with this qualifying?
I think the person who surprised me the most was definitely I think it was KW in the other Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of surprised, to be honest.
Yeah. I honestly, I'm surprised with the top three, based on qualifying during the week. T-Rex Arms qualified P6 during the week. Joe Collins P9, and to your point, KW P13. So all three of those drivers really performed tonight. We've got definitely different strategies in play, different types of cars going. Mr. Casual, what's your podium prediction for this race?
Podium. I think. First, we'll start with third place for the podium. I think third will be Fast Cougar. Then second place, I think, will be Joe.
Okay.
And first, yeah. With first, I think we'll go with K-Dubs.
All right.
So
Yeah,
that's what.
I like that. Oak, what about yourself?
I think Jake Collins has a real good chance to I think take the full sweep here, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Those podium positions are gonna be, I feel like, quite a scrap. So let's see. I think this will be another interesting race for sure.
I agree. And big thanks to Boba Gito, who dominated our top split, made it look easy. $20 donation from Boba Gito. Thanks, PHG. And shout out to the best commentators on the tube. Well, thank you, sir. Greatly appreciated. Well, we got ourselves a race in store. I'm surprised. I think we're seeing some names we're not used to seeing at the top of Split 3. I think Split 3 is always an interesting one as well. It's so far has yet to disappoint. I've been in Split 3 before. Mr. Casual, you've been in Split 3 before.
Mhm.
Oak, you're too good, right? You haven't been in Split 3.
Oh, I definitely have.
Oh, okay. Oak's been in
Definitely have.
Split 3 before, so he knows what it's like. It's a competitive split. It is.
Yeah, every split is competitive. It's just, I think Split 1 is more my lane type of. So.
Mm-hmm. And it's fun. You get a mix of drivers as well, I think, in the third split. And it looks like we are underway. Joe Collins in the Lithograph Comics, find them on Instagram, is going to lead the pack. We see T-Rex Arms and KW off in the distance with that really good monster McLaren of Fast Cougar in P4 as he tucks in quickly behind KW. Now KW goes to move to the inside of T-Rex Arms. They are staying single file, but look how close KW is on T-Rex Arms. Clearly that Viper has the get up and go on the Alfa Romeo as KW goes up the inside. KW takes the inside. Can T-Rex Arms fight back? He will be on the inside for the next corner. He is still on the inside, and oh my goodness, he takes it back. He says, no, this is my position. You're going to have to do that later. KW back up the inside of T-Rex Arms. T-Rex Arms runs a bit wide. That's going to give a good run for KW. Look at KW on the outside of the Viper. Fast Cougar not far behind as well. It looks like Fast Cougar and KW are now wheel to wheel. T-Rex Arms is safe for now as Fast Cougar dives up the inside. He's going to take that position from KW. What an exciting opening set of corners here as Fast Cougar now has his eyes set on T-Rex Arms. T-Rex Arms was safe for a moment, but look at the pace of the McLaren through here. T-Rex Arms is on the soft tires. What kind of tires is Fast Cougar on? I imagine the softs as well, based on how quickly he overtook KW. Yes, and now I'm curious, is KW on the mediums?
Yeah, it was.
No, KW on the softs.
Okay.
As Fast Cougar now dives up the inside in a awkward corner, to say the least. He gets the run on T-Rex Arms into turn 1, keeps it on the track, and while all this is going on, Joe Collins now over a second and a half ahead. Can he continue that gap and go as we see Covington, P7, and Ecstasy battling it out there? A nice line of cars as who is that going around the outside? That's Iron Fix tucking back in, and we see a penalty further back as Covington gets squirrely.
no.
And Craig B loses it, as well as someone else in the background. That is 2 drivers off in the same corner. What do we have here? That is Beavis and Craig B. Craig B having the penalty. It looked like they both ran a little wide. Let's see what happens here. So we see Craig B in the battle here for P6 coming up, and he goes, and I think he just runs a bit wide as he is full throttle and wiggles in adjustment to that, as we then see Beavis do the same
thing.
And that is what we call a bummer. A real bummer. Back up ahead, seeing what happened. T-Rex Arms still in P3. Fast Cougar trying to catch up to Joe Collins. Has closed the gap by about half a second. So Fast Cougar on the move. McLaren versus Ferrari.
Joe Collins is on the mediums, so...
You're kidding me.
Yeah, he is on mediums.
What?
He's
Joe Collins, you legend.
He's getting away with it too.
He's getting away with it. He's like, they're going to scrap, and if I can hold on, boy, this is going to be good. As we look at Papa up there under pressure from Covington, a.k.a. Tussum. Nasty up into P9. As we see Iron Fix has fallen a few positions. Speed bump going up the inside of Zilla. It is Honda versus Lexus. You know, I find it interesting that they have Lexus but not Acura in this game, because we would say Honda or Acura versus Lexus, but we could say Honda versus Toyota. You know, what you gonna do? Looking like things have calmed down a little bit. Speed bump is applying pressure. Papa on SSC. Now, remind me, who is in the battle for McLaren for the finals?
I believe it's between Papa and Fast Cougar.
Papa and Fast. No, Papa and SSC. As Fast Cougar has caught up to Joe Collins. So Papa and SSC are fighting for their McLaren spot in the finals. So while they are teammates, gloves are off. There is one more race, but they're going to take what they can get when they can get it. As Papa takes the bold move and dives into the pits at the end of lap 3, y'all. He is going to take those softs all the way to the end, as Joe Collins is under all the pressure of Fast Cougar. Papa taking the gamble. If this works out, if he finishes in front of Ecstasy, driver of the split, Papa, I don't see how anyone could argue otherwise.
Yeah.
I think he may have got mediums. I don't know if those softs will last 14 laps.
So he only did 2 laps on the softs and then pitted for the mediums?
No, I think what he did was he started the race on mediums and pitted at the end of lap 3, and I think he'll run another stint of mediums.
Yeah.
What? A 2-stop? As we see Fast Cougar go ahead. So you're saying Papa's running the 2-stop?
No, I think he's running the 1-stop, both mediums.
But the
starting
softs
on
are
mediums.
required.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was like, I
My
don't
bad.
think that's
Oh my
possible.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, exactly. So as we see Fast Cougar dive down the inside there of, and T-Rex Arms able to take advantage as well.
Yeah.
Joe Collins losing 2 positions in 1 corner.
By the way, Papa and SC are separated by 8 points.
8 points. That was unfortunate for Joe Collins. So he is on the mediums. That is his saving grace there on the mediums. SSC NP6. Papa having pitted. Oh, well, no, when did Papa Oso pit? Papa Oso pitted around this time, and they did okay. He is really only in a battle with SSC. He could care less about anybody else on the track.
Yeah.
So as long as he finishes ahead of SSC, he's in a good spot. As Zilla is in P8 with a good line of cars behind him. Nasty in the Mustang, and Zilla in the Lexus. And look at Iron Fix there. We saw how good, as Iron Fix is going to go up the inside. He got a better run out of that corner, up the inside, slight contact as Speed Bump turns in, but no harm, no foul. Speed Bump cutting back across, trying to get the inside of this corner, but Iron Fix holds on around the outside. They got one more right-hander before a left-hander. Speed Bump keeps his nose in there, and he's going to send it. Can he keep it on track? He does. What a send, and good counter by Speed Bump. That was incredible racing. Good attack by Iron Fix, but Speed Bump had it in hand there, and I love an overtake that takes more than 1 corner. Going back up ahead, Fast Cougar does have T-Rex Arms both on the softs. It is lap 6. Then we have Joe Collins on the medium, just kind of looking chill. He let those drivers down. He has fallen down to P4. KW on the softs now ahead in P3. But I imagine things will change up come the real pit window. Papa did trigger the ultimate undercut, but I don't know. It's hard to say where that's going to put him.
Yeah, we'll see.
As I do see him making a move there in the background. Up to P11, he does get by Iron Fix, so clearly marching his way, but he's going to have quite a bit of traffic. But if he can get ahead of these next 2 cars, let's see how Papa did that. So he takes the inside, and he just has superior grip on those fresh softs. There's not much Iron Fix can do on some mediums to counter that. And Papa gets through, and it's going to work his way. He's got 2 drivers ahead. If he can get through them, he's got really clean air. And he's already gotten through. So now he has Speed Bump. Can he get by Speed Bump, who we know is not easy to get by? They have shown they can put up a defense well in the slipstream, both mid-engine cars, as we hop up front with Nasty.
I hear a Chuck dancing somewhere.
Yep, Chuck is saying, get that Lexus, boy. Get it. As look at Papa in the background making the move on Speed Bump. Can he make it work? He's in the grass a little bit as Speed Bump slams the door in his face.
Yep.
And Papa gets a half-second penalty because of that.
Yeah,
it looked like what Speed Bump did was okay, but it did force Papa to go into the gravel. Would you agree, Casual?
Yeah, it was unfortunate, but thankfully it's only a half second, and the penalty gate isn't at a terrible spot, so while less than ideal, it's not the worst.
Okay, that's good. And you can see just the difference in pace Fast Cougar and T-Rex Arms have on their softs in those light mid-engine cars. I think T-Rex Arms definitely taking advantage of the slipstream, allowing him to stay on, because we know that Viper further back has more power on the straights, but the way they're able to work together through the corners, T-Rex Arms is sitting pretty in P2.
I will say, sorry to interrupt. I think if that strategy works out for Papa, I think that would be killer. I think
Yeah.
if he got that call right, then kudos to him.
Yeah. Exactly. If this works out, I mean, he's going to look real smart as we see the battle for P10 there, really, as Papa just can't get by speed bump. He had to serve that penalty after not being able to overtake the last lap. Still not, every lap he's behind speed bump is going to hurt him. And you know he doesn't want to wait for speed bump to pit, but it might be that he has to. But we are approaching that medium pit window for a lot of these drivers.
Yeah, he's looking for it.
He's looking for it. Take us through this, Casual.
Yeah, as they're coming up to, I know it's called Hawthorne, but he looks to get it done against speed bump, and I know he's happy about that to try and keep moving forward as he goes through the few blind corners on this track. It basically just takes muscle memory to get those blind corners down, because it's like you literally have to trust yourself, and that comes with track time.
Absolutely, and look at how much he is now moved up. Just that one overtake, and he's streets ahead already and ready to attack the next group, as we see Covington, aka Velvet Thunder, aka Tussenbox, going to the pits. T-Rex Arms setting a purple first sector, battling for P1, wanting to get those points for Alpha, and they're really leaving KW back there. Kind of surprising to see that. I guess the lightweight of the Alpha, the dirty air, maybe not affecting it quite as much as some of these other cars. He's really able to follow the McLaren through every corner with no issue.
Yeah, because it's always been a light car, and it's a shorter wheelbase as well than your traditional cars, so it seems to be working out for him so far as we're on board with Colin. And he's 6 seconds behind the leaders, but not too bad, all things considered, since he started on the mediums.
Yeah, he was our pole setter on the mediums, as SSC does pick up a pen there. So he and Papa matching penalties. He will serve it on the next lap. And interesting, so Jazam started on the mediums, and then now he has now been caught by the rest of the medium runners. Or not Jazam, I'm sorry. Joe Collins started on the mediums, if I can get my names right. Joe Collins started on the mediums and then has now been caught by the other medium drivers. And Papa around nasty and is now on the back of Zilla as Jazam comes out of the pits in the worst time ever for Papa, not for himself. He is able to maintain the position. That is exciting stuff. That's a crazy pit exit to be right on the apex of turn 1, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And Jazam able to come out ahead of Papa. It's going to be interesting. We know SSC has that penalty. He's going to have to serve that and come into the pits at some point. As Zilla now under threat from 2 drivers, SSC here in P5. So behind him, not far, about 9.5 seconds, is Zilla, Jazam, and Papa. SSC going to have to serve this pit penalty. SSC still having to pit, I believe, is going to get overtaken as Jazam on the freshest of the fresh goes up the inside. No, Papa forces the issue. Papa says, you got the inside. No, I got the inside. Well, they both get by Zilla, but Jazam able to stay ahead. Oh my goodness, there goes Papa through on Zilla. Jazam, oh my god, that was crazy. Papa is ready to get on and moving. Now he is forcing the issue on Jazam.
Yeah.
Neither need to pit again. Papa needs some fresh air. SSC in the pits. They should all come out ahead of SSC, which is what Papa cares about most. but I think he cares a lot about passing Shazam. As look there,
Ooh.
SSC coming out of the pits just behind. He will be on the freshest of all these drivers, but he is going to have to contend with Zilla. Zilla runs wide, and further back is a car I can't see, but that's okay. And we continue on as Papa clears it, but now SSC is on the hunt. Papa wants to get by Shazam, put a car between him and his teammate, his rival. What will happen as we are on lap 11 of 18? Both drivers have pit. And we come onto the longest straight, Papa well into the slipstream of Shazam. Well, what do we think about that timing, gentlemen?
Oh man, I know he. Shazam went a bit wide there. But I was going to say, Papa's going to be looking to pass him as quickly as he can.
Indeed, as Shazam is he's going defensive on all the corners. Shazam knows this is for position. All pits are over. This is his P5, potentially P4, as KW comes into the pits on his softs to come out on mediums. This has brought SSC into it. SSC is here. He is ready to fight. It is not over. I guess Zilla is staying out as well. Papa needs to put Shazam between him and SSC if he wants to have a chance, because his tires are way more worn than SSC's.
Oh yeah. I will say Shazam. Oh, sorry. Being ahead, it's giving him some slip, so it's kind of helping. But
I mean, with his tires being that's like 6 laps older than SSC's tires. Oak, did you have something to say?
Yeah, so if I was Papa in this situation, I wouldn't really try to focus on attacking Shazam. I would more focus on trying to maintain this position and keep Ecstasy behind him, because that's where the main fight is at right now for him, at least.
Indeed, Papa does have the oldest tires. SSC the freshest, Shazam somewhere in between. Look at SSC. I mean, SSC's are brand spanking. Brand spanking new. And you can tell already Papa going defensive, taking your advice, Oak, and knowing that, Shazam's also on fresher tires. Now it's up to Papa to minimize the damage, see how long he can hold on to this. Make that McLaren as wide as possible, and look at that. I'm surprised he hasn't. He's leaving the door open. It's up to SSC to no. SSC happy to work with them here. Maybe waiting for something to happen and make it easy and no question.
I think it's the smart play at the moment, because he knows he will have much better tires than Papa. So I'm thinking he's probably going to give. Unless Papa makes a mistake, I think he's going to give it a few laps to let Papa's tire wear out a bit more before he really pushes the envelope.
Yeah, that's showing some racing IQ there, just knowing that you don't have to force it. This is not a track to force the issue, right? Like, there's some tracks where you can run wide, and this is not that track. So, yeah, you're right. Staying tucked in, knowing that at the end of the race, he will have the advantage. It's just a matter of, does he want to get ahead of Shazam? Is that important to him? Look how close they are as he continues to bump draft him. And I think, and with the bump drafts, there's nothing illegal about them. It does make Papa go faster, and as his tires start to wear, it's going to make those braking points questionable, as Fast Cougar and Joe Collins both go in. Fast Cougar on the softs. Now Joe is going to come out on the softs. Fast Cougar going to come out on the mediums. So, I'm sorry, I said that backwards. Fast Cougar coming out on the mediums. Joe Collins going to come out on the softs. So, that's going to give Joe an advantage. Remember, he started on pole. T-Rex Arms has yet to pit, making those softs last, and this is where the Alfa Romeo has the advantage at this track. While it's not the fastest in the straight line, think of how many laps he spent behind Fast Cougar. Now, Fast Cougar is definitely within the pit window.
Yeah.
And KW is... how long is a pit here? Do you guys
I think
recall?
it's somewhere around 10 seconds.
Okay, so Fast Cougar in the pit window of T-Rex Arms, KW just outside of that pit window. And by pit window, I mean when that driver pits, when T-Rex Arms pits, who is going to pass him while he's in the pits? And that would be Fast Cougar. And he'll come out roughly alongside KW. As we see Papa still ahead of SSC, we are on lap 14 of 18. Everybody has served their pit stops except for T-Rex Arms, who I imagine will be coming into the... No, he stays out. T-Rex Arms really going those softs.
Yeah.
Feels confident getting that. How many laps? When do you foresee him coming in?
I mean, if he can make it last to the end, well, he'll have to come in on the final lap.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he has to pit once, right?
Yeah.
Oh, as Covington runs wide in turn one. Turn one is nasty. It's a nasty booger.
Yeah, it's like you really need to set up that sneaky little kink, because if you get it right, you can make a lot of lap time, but it was easier said than done.
Indeed. Unfortunate for Craig B. After that incident, he started up at the front. Really hard to see that. Craig B started P5. Beavis now back there. Back up on SSC as look at that. He has gotten by the proprietor himself. The McLaren battle might be done and dusted, but there are still plenty of laps to come. We are at lap 15 of 18. It's not over.
Yeah.
T-Rex Arms staying out again. Okay. Now you can see that front left. Let's see how that affects turn one. I think we're going to see, and he was already down almost 2 seconds. You can see his lap times have been coming, going higher, in other words, taking longer. And that front left takes so much abuse. But this is probably the best car on tire wear in Group 4. Joe Collins in P3, getting ahead of Jazam. Working his way back. Remember, he did start on pole position, but he started on the mediums. So he is now on the softs. 12 seconds. 12 seconds. And it looks like Jazam had also gotten by KW. Wow. So now Joe Collins is in that pit window of T-Rex Arms, depending on the pit length and how much time Joe can gain on those soft tires, as well as Jazam. Jazam wanting to go for it. He wants a podium. He wants a podium. He has gone purple. He can't. He backs out of it. Coming up into the second fast right-hander. Not as fast as the first one. You want all that apex. You want to kick up a little bit of kitty litter. And then we come into the corner that doesn't have an exit. And Jazam gets on the grass, and that is enough to send him off. Keep it pointed straight, Jazam. And he does. He still has KW just behind him. He does have dirty tires. This should allow KW to get ahead, if possible, coming into this next corner. No, Jazam stays ahead. KW remains in P5. But wait, KW on the inside as Jazam washes wide into the final corner. They come into turn one, and KW is ahead in P4. SSC all over the back of Jazam now. Papa has fallen a little further behind as they come into the heavy braking zone. What will happen? KW stays ahead and continues on, and it tightens up. Now this could be great for Papa if KW can kind of hold things up and allow Papa to get back in it. As Jazam battles out, he goes up the inside. This could be something else that slows things down, but no, he gets the move done before the apex and is on his way. Well done, Jazam. back up into P4. Ecstasy now all over the back of KW. And the battle for P3 or P4 is not over, as Joe Collins is trying to close as much of a gap to T-Rex Arm as possible. As Papa runs a bit wide in the background, Shazam taking all the apex, doing everything he can to stay ahead, holding on to that P4. The lone Citron getting as many points as possible. I think we saw just a sniff of Joe Collins up ahead as T-Rex Arms finally in the pits. He is 4 seconds ahead of Fast Cougar. Fast Cougar should take the lead here. Where will Joe Collins be as Shazam is able to hold on to P4? Joe Collins coming across the start-finish line. T-Rex Arms coming out of the pits. Joe Collins back into P2. Well done, sir. He is on softs. T-Rex Arms will be on the mediums as the battle for P4 is on. Shazam doing everything he can to keep that Citron ahead. But no, Ecstasy able to go up the inside, but it's okay. Shazam will have the inside in the lead for this next corner as we see T-Rex Arms not too far ahead trying to get his mediums warmed up. Papa's still in the background, but he is struggling as he has pitted so early trying to do the alt strategy. You got to respect that strategy. And all that excitement, I didn't even say it is the last lap, y'all. White flag is out. Here we go. Coming up on the checkered. We are in the battle for P4 with Ecstasy, KW. And Papa has fallen off there in the background. So Joe Collins able to recover with the alt strategy of starting on the mediums. Looking like he is going to finish P2 as Ecstasy would love to get ahead of Shazam, but I think being ahead of Papa is all he needs to move on and feel confident as Fast Cougar in the good-looking monster livery doesn't even pay attention. Does he get across? What? No, he's gonna. No, Joe Collins slows down. What is happening? T-Rex Arms takes the lead, followed by Shazam, followed by Ecstasy. Something happened with the front runners, and they are not finishing the race. It is chaos up ahead. We're lucky that T-Rex Arms was able to make it through. We're gonna need clarification on what in the world Joe Collins and Ecstasy were doing, or not Ecstasy, you know, Fast Cougar. What? Anybody?
I have
Anybody
no clue
have
what is
insight?
going on.
What happened?
I think we need to play back on that one. I have no clue.
I see Racer51 says Cougar doesn't need points, so he was gifting points. Well, T-Rex Arms with the win.
Wow, that was unexpected.
While I gather my head, Oak, will you read us through what are now the final results?
Yes. So, in first place, we have T-Rex Arms in the 4C. Second place, we have PHG Shazam. In third place, we have PHG Ecstasy. Fourth place, we have K-Dubs. In fifth place, we have PHG Papa. Sixth place, we have Velvet Thunder. In seventh place, we have Speed Bump. Eighth place, we have PHG Iron Fix. In ninth place, we have Craig B. In 10th place, we have PHG Nastia. In 11th, we have RSR Zilla. 12th place, we have BHR Beavis. And in 13th and 14th, we have PHG Fast Cougar and Joe Collins.
Oh, well, I don't know how I feel. I'm shaken to my core. I guess I have to ask you your thoughts and driver of the split. Mr. Casual.
It was quite a race.
You're confused too. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's not just you. Yeah, it was definitely not a boring battle. With all the happenings that ended up occurring in Split 3. Because obviously you had um, Papa doing what seemed like a crazy idea, but considering he finished it, I think it was top
P5.
five.
Yeah,
Yeah.
P5.
Uh,
After starting ninth.
I mean, it was like we all were like kind of scratching our heads, like, what's going on here? But he managed to make that work, and then you had all the spice that was happening at the end of the race. So it's like, oh my word! It's like, well, what do I look at? Do I look at this battle or this battle? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was an exciting race overall with everything that was going on. Driver, I'm thinking, yeah, I will say honorable mention will be T-Rex arms for work having to work for his win, but I'm actually going to end up giving it to Papa for doing playing checkers. I mean, playing chess while everyone was playing checkers because
Yeah.
we thought that was a no go, but he put in the time, so he felt like it could work, and all things considered, it ended up working as well as it probably could have.
Indeed, Oak.
You know, I think today offered two great splits of racing. Battles were close. Some nail biting action for sure. I think my driver of the day has to go with Fast Cougar. You know, it was
Yeah.
pretty interesting towards the end, but you know, I think he kept it nice, clean, and consistent for the entire race. And obviously, I think Papa as well. You know, him starting ninth and able to get fifth place is still a pretty solid result in my opinion, to be honest.
Indeed. Well, I'll go. Well, it's tough. So I've been paying attention to the chat, and I see Joe Collins stopped because he saw Fast Cougar stop and didn't want to take the win that way. But he was P2 and would have finished P2. But the race results are what they are, and I mean, you gotta hand it to. I mean, Papa tried everything he could to get the jump on SSC. SSC was able to finish ahead in P3 on Papa starting P7. So I'm gonna go with SSC with Joe Collins honorable mention. And there you have it. So the poll is up. Get your votes in. Well, shoot, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't. I mean, I always expect every time I hop in the booth for these PHG races, I expect great races. We saw incredible races and clean races. This is not a clean racetrack. And that was some of the cleanest driving I've ever seen. All the overtakes, crisp, smooth. Even when it was on the edge, everybody stayed pointed the right direction. And you just don't get that very many places. So we saw multiple strategies and really good stuff. Tomorrow, we're going to have splits 2 and 4. So if y'all thought this was fun, tomorrow will also be fun. It will be here on Salamander's channel. He is going to be streaming both races tomorrow. If y'all haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. You know, if you ring the bell and have the notifications turned on, it'll tell you when we're going live. So like easy peasy. If you're interested in the league, there is a link to the website pinned in the chat. Please click on that. You can still join even if it's for the last race. It's a lot of fun. papashouseofgame.com. Check it out. It's pretty cool. And then also would like to mention our sponsor one more time, Lithograph Comics. It's not a store, but rather a comic book enthusiast bringing awareness to the hobby and comic book collecting community. Located on Instagram, you'll find Greg, aka Litho, sharing comic book history, stories, and his personal collection spanning a 35-year comic book journey. That's Lithograph Comics on Instagram. So yeah, that's what we got for y'all. Before we close out, big thanks again to the proprietor, Papa's House of Games, for this awesome community. Big thanks to Shaggy Doo for coming up with this league. Big thanks to Petey Snow and doing a bunch of graphics. Big thanks to Salamander and doing all these overlays and running this stream and being the overall organizer of us cats that run around in the background. Big thank you to Oak and Mr. Casual for joining me today. And correct me if I'm wrong, but both of y'all will be joining me tomorrow?
Yes, sir. That's the plan.
I'm the first race tomorrow, so I will be in for the second race.
Perfect. Well, as long as you're going to be here, that's all that matters. And we will unbiasedly but very biasedly cheer for you in that first race tomorrow.
Yeah, looking forward to it. So I was like, haven't seen. I need to see what other cars are in my split. So
yeah, it'll be interesting. I believe my buddy Turbo's in that split as well. So be fun to see y'all battle it out. Well, that's gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna let Oak say his goodbye.
Good night, everyone. Have a good rest of y'all's night. Great racing today by everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm expecting to see more of that in the future. So yeah, I mean, y'all have a good night. I'm gonna go watch some movies now. Take it easy. So
Awesome. Well, enjoy those movies. And Mr. Casual.
As we're in the heart of summer, I want to remind everyone to please remember to stay hydrated. Just because you don't drink much liquids in the winter doesn't mean you can get away with that in the summertime. As me and TK can definitely allude to. But
yes,
great racing to all the participants in splits 1 and 3, and looking forward to split 2 and seeing commentating on split 4. So as I usually say in my own streams and videos, with that being said, I thank you for your time. Hope you have a good one. And until I next have your attention, this is yours truly. Ta-ta till next time.
Ta-ta till next time. Indeed. Y'all go check out Mr. Casual on YouTube. Oak as well on YouTube. Give them a sub. Give them a like. I am TK. You can check out my YouTube as well. Y'all are on Salamander's channel. Crushing it behind the scenes. Y'all have a great night.
The engine's roaring life in the fast lane. PHG, we've been named, tearing up the game. Thunder on the track, speed never go lack. Pushing limits, breaking adrenaline rush, it's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again.